Welcome to Ultimate DIYer, where you learn to be your own handyman. And today we've got a really cool project. We're going to go inside this house, and they have a hidden area that we're going to convert into a coffee room. So let's go in and take a look. Okay, so we're in an upstairs living room, and the area that I'm talking about is actually behind these walls. There is a complete room floored out inside of those walls, and when the house was built, they just covered it in with sheetrock. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over to this wall, and we're going to cut out a frame for a doorway. We're going to go ahead and trim it out, make it look nice. We're going to put in a little mini kitchen in here with a sink and some electrical plugs, a counter, a little mini fridge, so they have a place to be able to have a little coffee bar, and they'll get to utilize this space that was just covered in. And what we're assuming is that when this house was built, that was an option room. So instead of building out the option room, they just sheetrocked around it. So we're gonna go ahead and fix that. Before we get into it real heavy, I'll go ahead and I'll take you around the back way through the attic and show you into the room where we've cut an opening so that we can see in there. And we'll take a look at that real quick. So let's go do that. Okay, so this is the actual area that we're gonna be turning into the coffee bar. We're gonna put the doorway on this side, but we have a lot of electrical that would have to be moved. Plus they didn't want that look as they went stairwell. And as you can see, their stairwell is right here in front of it. So they did not want that. So what we're going to do instead is we are going to put it here. These are already the studs that are in there that are marked with the black tape, but I'm gonna probably rearrange those and rebuild it on the inside and put a little header. This particular wall is non-supportive here, but it is supportive on this side. So that also creates a little bit less work. So if you look at the room here, we're gonna go through the attic door here, and the entrance to the back side of the room is to the right. We already have PEX lines on the ground, which are gonna make it easy to tie water into. And we have a PVC pipe going up, which is a vent pipe, so we're going to create a wet vent for the sink to drain. Now all they did is they had this covered in cardboard. We cut the cardboard open, an entire room here. So this is the room that they're going to make into the coffee room. Pretty nice sized room. Has OSB on the ceiling already. We're more than likely going to just go straight over that with our sheetrock. And we have OSB on the floor. I did cut an opening on the floor just to kind of check where piping and all is going, but that's going to go right back into place, and put concrete board down. We do have a B vent pipe going through the left side of it as we're facing it right now, and we're going to take that and build a box around it and box that in. You just don't want anything touching that B vent pipe. You can see that there is an electrical line going right through the center where the door is going to be. So we're going to have to reroute that and put a little box in, so that a junction box, so that you can access the wires later. Never put wire nuts inside of a wall. I see that all the time, and it's not a good idea. But we're going to go do that, go up over the top and reroute. Probably a 2x6 header, even though that's overkill because it's a non-supportive wall on that side, but we're going to do it anyway. And tie back into our electrical. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start marking the doorway out, figuring out where we're going to open the doorway, and what setting that we're going to need for that. And we're going to have to go ahead and cut that wire and get it out of our way and move it up and over. So let's go ahead and let's get started.